Are you ready? The prophecy of the midnight sun does not linger, and neither should we. Lilith possesses the Darkhold. If she forced her way into my Sanctum Sanctorum once, I suspect she can do it again.
You are a Sorcerer Supreme. Can you not predict her movements?
Normally, yes. But since your mother breached the Sanctum, my sense of the future has grown volutinous in nature.
Is that another language, or...?
Fuzzy. My predictions are fuzzy. For the first time as Sorcerer Supreme, I cannot foresee how the future unfolds, and with my apprentice in danger, we cannot tarry.
I understand the urgency. Your apprentice is in grave danger, yes?
Wanda is no mere apprentice. She is the Scarlet Witch, one of the strongest magical practitioners I have encountered. But she hasn't channeled such power on her own since... Never mind. One crisis at a time. I do not doubt Wanda's capability, but without my predictive acumen, I cannot bolster the wards should she need it. Still, the wards are woven into the Sanctum's very essence. They should hold. In any case, all will be revealed with time. I suggest we make use of it while it still functions. We should hurry. As much as I'd love to hear a first-hand account of your exploits, time is of the essence, I'm afraid. Knowing how selective the Suns can be, I'm honored to have been given this opportunity to join them. Is there an official oath of some sort I should be taking, or is it just black leather and gruff attitudes? Now that I'm a member of the Suns, maybe I can convince Blade to tell me where he buys his sunglasses. The Sorcerer Supreme and a midnight sun. Quite an accomplishment, if I do say so myself. I suppose it was an inevitability, someone as strange as myself joining a group like the Midnight Suns. The Sorcerer Supreme and a midnight sun. Quite an accomplishment, if I do say so myself.
About time.
Not just about time, Mr. Brooks. Time, space, reality, the building blocks of magic. All must be constant for my portals to work properly, yet as we now know, that is no longer the case.
We've heard.
Several times.
Otherwise, I would still be hunting dread maidens in my sleep.
Indeed, and while I certainly appreciate the view of this vista, I fail to see how it will hasten our return to the Sanctum.
Magic is the answer.
No, as I've just stated, magic is the problem.
Your magic is. Not ours. The ground you are standing on exists within two worlds. A mystical anchor point to Ileana's realm that allows her to... Well, I'll just let her show you.
My home under siege, after all.
Wanda belongs here. Bring her back safe. After you? What? You've never seen Portal before? Please, stick to the path. You don't want to get lost in limbo. Trust me. Stay on path. Yes? You have problem? Yes?
don't care what Strange says. I'm only going to the Sanctum to give Wanda some backup. This should be an easy warm-up for a legendary killer like yourself. New York is probably going to look a little different than you remember. I'm sure no one mentioned it, but the cape and tight crowd frown on killing the bad guys these days. I'd resist the urge if you can. This should be an easy warm.
Wanda can maintain the wards, I'm certain of that. But perhaps we shouldn't linger? The power coming from behind this portal is tremendous. I am surprised this magic and I have never crossed paths before. At least at the bar with no doors. Things are moving quickly, aren't they, Hunter? I can only imagine how overwhelming this must be for you. The last time I saw a portal like this, Dormammu tried to lock me away in the dark dimension for all eternity. Or was it Morgan Le Fay? Hard to keep track after so many. The power coming from behind the...
Don't let Blade fool you. He's just as eager to see what you can do out there as the rest of us. Just a century or two earlier, and I'd be right out there with you. I'll be keeping an eye on you from the mirror table. Don't worry, I won't embarrass you in front of your new friends. Don't let Blade fool you. He's just as eager to see what you can do out there as the...
You are standing in limbo. Nexus of all realities, both real or otherwise. A chaotic but secret realm, beyond the influence of Lilith. Thus far.
Are you certain of that? Because I am sensing all kinds of...
Dark energy. That feeling you're being watched. General hellhole vibe.
Yes. All these potentialities converging at once? Truly surprising feat, Miss Rasputin. For someone so young, of course.
You think this is crazy? Wait until you see Manhattan.
From here, magic can open gateways to just about anywhere on our planet, and beyond. We don't want to risk punching through the wards protecting your sanctum, Doctor, so we've chosen a safe exit a few blocks over instead.
Couldn't be worse than the last time.
It was just a simple miscommunication.
Ocean Avenue. I said Ocean Avenue, Magic.
Hey, I'm walking here. All I ate today was a bagel.
Well, at least we know the wards of protection are still in place.
For now.
I suggest we hurry.
Arm Alpha in position. No one's getting through.
Welcome to New York.
I hesitate to call this good news, but I'm seeing minimal Hydra resistance between you and the Sanctum.
Looks can be deceiving, I'm afraid. There's no way these foot soldiers are behind the disruption of the wards of protection. Interesting tactic.
Hail that!
Where do you think you're going? You have earned this!
That was really something.
Weak, even for Hydra. Watch me. Someone get me out of here!
This is a serious predicament for you.
For Hydra, you're mine.
That's not supposed to hurt. You're not out of this yet.
That gamma spike we detected in your area seems to be growing. Let's assume that's not a good thing.
Gamma or not, I feel the hand of my mother at work here. Stronger already.
Watch closely.
That's a neat trick.
Misguided as they are, remember, Hydra is still human, Hunter. not Lilith.
You were saying?
The lifeblood of the Mother pumps through our veins. The Mother is eternal. Hydra is eternal.
Wanna bet?
Wanda!
Wards! Weakening! Cannot let them fail! Oh, God.
Exactly.
The Neighborhood Association is not going to like this.
Nope.
I'll handle it.
Not?
Do not fear your magic, little wizard. We have answered the Mother's call. We are Venom to all who oppose her. And you are large.
Well, that certainly escalated quickly. Do I even want to know what that beast is?
It calls itself Venom. Until now, a pale imitation of a very heroic young friend of mine.
We will feed your ugly tongue to the spider wizard. Marinate it in his stomach juices and eat it with his spleen. Come
That's the spirit.
no fair hitting back. I'll put this to good use. We will peel back your flesh. We are not reminds me of the floor of the bathroom at Yankee Stadium. You only delay our meal. This house belongs to Mother now, as you belong to us. We shall start with your juicy entrails, then slowly savor your delicious brains. Are the rest of your mother's children so chatty?
Thankfully, no.
A moment of
They cannot possibly match your strength.
I hope this is one of the stronger arms. We did come all the way here for a fight.
You were too weak for this fight.
First you die, then we eat!
That was unpleasant.
We are being reinforced.
We may not be ready for this thing yet. Might be smarter to pull back until we know what we're up against here.
Yes. Surrender. Be eaten. Fill our belly with your tasty fear. Time's up for these chumps. It's on! Even the best can get better. Mother tells us to hurry. Squirming only brings us closer.
They have trapped me.
I will banish you to the void. They haven't given up yet.
Mother blesses us with power. Mother blesses us with strength. We protect the mother and are rewarded with your meat.
And to think Lilith was a vegetarian.
This won't end easily. This should aid me in my fight. It's remarkable how well Hydra manages to attract new recruits despite decades of ineptitude. Watch and learn, my friends. Transcendence. This will You carry the responsibility of Sorcerer Supreme with great ease, Doctor.
Here it comes. You will suffer for that. You are puny. Now that actually hurt. I'm gonna have to hose down after this.
More of them are joining the fight.
You should not have come here, little hunter. Your friends cannot help you. Mother may have claim on your soul, but your brains shall be ours.
Walk in the light.
Danke. You asked for it.
Impressive. Follow my just what this battle requires.
No matter.
Spear.
sustain my work.
No escape from me, demon.
Hold up. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Such easy
Hey, big guy! I was in the neighborhood, you know, being friendly. Seemed like you folks could use a hand, Doc.
Spider-Man!
Jeez, Eddie, what happened to you? That's sort of a horrifyingly terrible new look. The tongue was gross enough, but whoa! Someone is extra touchy today.
We will rip your face off and suck the marrow from your bones!
Always nice to see you too, buddy. So, I'm thinking your friends here could use a little break. How about I take Eddie here for his afternoon walk? Don't worry, Doc. That's just his way of saying he cares!
Congratulations.
New world or not, some things remain unchanged.
The look.
What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just to play the hero. This is the Fire Dragon all over again.
Fire Dragoon. My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Ah, of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than...
Then the Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
You've been through a lot. For now, it's enough that you all made it back in one piece. More or less. We'll talk more later. Get some rest. Not to be the nagging old lady, but I told you not to push too hard.
That was a complete fiasco. No kidding. Caretaker would have been pissed if Venom had actually eaten a hunter.
Yes, one disaster averted. But we still need to figure out how to get Wanda and the Sanctum back. An impressive first outing, just as I had expected. You're going to do great things, Hunter. Not the outcome I envisioned for our first mission together, but you know what they say. Any mystical battle you can teleport away from. Given my situation, for now I suppose this truly is my home away from home. Not the outcome I envisioned for our first mission together.
You did okay out there, considering you were technically dead 72 hours ago. You should probably head inside. Take it easy before we have to go out again. Can't hurt to warm up on Hydra's flunkies. You've got an endless supply of practice dummies to beat on. You might feel like you need to hold back in training, but I'm glad you're not taking it easy on Hydra. Any sign of arms, Zeta? They're supposed to be Hydra's special project squad. Just think of Hydra.
That was something of a baptism by fire, facing down the servants of Lilith so soon after your awakening. As your strength returns, so too will your confidence.
Hydra's got all kinds of disposable heroes just waiting to make a name for themselves. Too bad they ran into you. Can't hurt to warm up on Hydra's flunkies. You've got an endless supply of practice dummies to beat on.
Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there. With a little help.
Where exactly am I going?
Oh, that's the real question, isn't it? Sky's the limit for you, my friend. Unless you'd be up for wearing a space helmet. You do breathe air, don't you? You know what? It doesn't matter. I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. It sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone. So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
But I do not have a quill.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was. Obviously.
With just a touch of amphibian blood for power.
Haha! Another zinger. And we'll just leave it at that. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room. Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark. A secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual. Private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again. There was never enough room for my armor in this thing. We were all so happy then.
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could. Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong. We'll talk more later. For now, Stark has requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you.
Next thing I know, the sanctum is airborne and covered in slime.
I don't get it. Strange couldn't just magic his way in?
Something about the whole alien thing threw off his mojo.
That explains so much. No wonder he gets so strange around me. See what I did there?
I'm a vampire. I see everything.
This is gonna be a fun apocalypse.
Oh, check out the caretaker told him no more guns in the house.
Captain Marvel is an exception.
So, he's supposed to be playing nice, right?
Right, and now Stark is hard at work in the Forge coming up with something for the Hunter?
The Hunter needs it after that last beating.
Man, can't wait till it's my turn for an upgrade.
Prepare for a long wait.
For all of us. Or hasn't it sunk into that flaming skull of yours yet?
Hey, don't take it so personally. It's not like they forgot about us.
We'll see.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost. I'm not sure we've ever had so many eager new recruits come along in such a short time. We must be doing something right. I don't recall ever having this many active sons at one time. I suppose it should be reassuring. With this many members, the legacy of the Midnight Suns will live on forever. I doubt we've ever been this popular. We're attracting plenty of interest these days. Maybe Blade is right. We should start charging membership dues. I'm not sure we've ever had so many eager new recruits come along in such a short time.
Let's talk later, Hunter. Tony'll start pouting if you keep him waiting too long. Space can be a little isolating. It's nice to be around other people once in a while. I don't know why people keep bringing up arm wrestling. Have you ever seen me arm wrestle? Probably not, and there's a reason for that. If only the world knew about our exclusive superhero-only lounge. Very VIP. Just think of all the amazing stories that have been passed around in this room. And now we can start adding our own. I'm just seeing how the group handles itself outside of combat. Some of these people might get a little trigger-happy without a clear objective. Space can be a little isolating. It's nice to be...
Heard you had a nightmare. In the words of Agami Ito, don't be afraid. Bad dreams are only dreams. Hunter. Guess I can put away the garlic. Won't do much good against Hydra. People need a place to unwind. Wouldn't mind a dartboard, though. Nobody knows exactly what it is you remember, so they'll probably want to hold your hand for a minute. Don't take it personally. This place is like a resort compared to some of the spots I've worked out of. Heroes have just gotten spoiled these days. You should see some of the vampire nightclubs they've got these days. Wonder where Caretaker stashed the phonograph. Here Agatha used to love listening to that thing. Caretaker's never exactly been bubbly, but the last couple of months, she's been in a real bad mood. Another new member? We should probably start charging dues. Axe throwing is all the rage with the Brooklyn hipsters. Maybe we should give it a try. Just waiting around to see what pops off next. People need a place to unwind. Wouldn't mind a dartboard, though.
Do I look like a Tony? Yes? You have problem? Yes?
Well, looky who it is. Not that it makes any difference to me, but I think Tony's waiting for you, Hunter. He seemed excited. Tony Stark used to be the ultra-rich jerk I saw on TV. Now, he's the ultra-rich jerk who eats all the cashews in the bowl. Captain Marvel beat me at cards. Yet another phrase I never expected to say out loud. The other day, Tony Stark made some crack about avocado toast. Why are the elderly so obsessed with food I've never eaten? It's hard to watch TV when the world is falling apart around us. Feels like we should be doing more. I would love to get some hoverboards. I really want to race Ghost Rider on hoverboards. Tony Stark used to be the ultra-rich jerk I saw on TV.
Heard about what happened in New York, Hunter. I'm sure whatever Tony's cooking up down there will only help. Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place. Sorry if I went a little heavy on the aftershave, but it's not easy covering up sulfur, you know? Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
Now?
Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The Forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the Venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on. Still think I could have used a cloak.
Stylish, damn near indestructible, and we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration.
I still think it could have benefited from a cloak.
You think everything could benefit from a cloak?
I do not.
Oh, I've heard the things you whisper to your cape when you think no one's listening.
Ah, the joys of sharing a workspace. And I'll have you know this cloak has helped me save the universe from extinction on countless occasions.
Could you at least tell it to stop rearranging things on my side of the cave?
I have, but it considers you something of a slob.
You know, I have a great psychiatrist in the city. Maybe you should talk to him. Although, I think he's working for Hydra right now.
Ah, Hunter. Word?